Hello everyone. Today I'm going to deal with scripting languages lab for the 4th years. Here in the scripting languages lab, we deal with two scripting languages. One is Python and one is PHP. In today's video lecture, we are going to deal with basics of PHP and few examples using those basics. Now, actually what is PHP? PHP means an hypertext preprocessor. Actually, PHP full form is personal homepage, but later on, after good development has taken place, it is given an acronym stating hypertext preprocessor. The next is PHP is an open source, that is anyone can develop it and it is easily downloadable, and it is a server-side scripting language. What is this server-side scripting language? Now, if you have developed a website, you need to have some server to host your website. This PHP is a server-side scripting language which enables to interpret your pages, serve your pages based upon the request of the client. Okay, now and it is also it can also generate dynamic web pages. Now, when coming to dynamic web page, what is this dynamic web page? Then we also need to discuss here about what is static web page so that we can easily understand what is dynamic web page. Like in HTML is a static page, that is whatever we have developed through HTML, we can just enter the data into the text boxes, or we can navigate from one page to the other, or we can click on the URLs using this HTML. But other than that, we do not have any extra functionalities. But here in PHP, it creates dynamic web pages. Like if you are in a text box, if you are entering a mail ID, it can give you a message stating that it is a valid email ID or invalid email ID, or you can connect to the database, you can retrieve the data based upon the request, or you can send the data into for storing into the database. Like that, we have many functionalities. It is providing many functionalities. That is why it is called as dynamic. Now coming to the basic syntax of PHP, like how we'll write a HTML within the Angular braces, and for starting of the HTML program, we'll write in the Angular braces HTML and closing with a slash HTML. This is the basic syntax that everyone knows. Now coming to PHP also, it is most very much similar to it. See, just Angular braces, after that question mark PHP, whatever the script you want to write, you can write it, and after that question mark closing with an Angular brace. This is the basic syntax you need to know about PHP. Next, coming to the main advantage of PHP is in the HTML code, we can embed our PHP, but vice versa is not possible. That is, in the HTML code, in between, I can embed my PHP code, but in the PHP code, I cannot embed my HTML code. Vice versa is not possible. So, now next coming to why we are using this PHP. PHP can run on many platforms. It is not that it can be used only on Linux or only on Windows. It can used even Mac OS also. Like that, various platforms, it supports various platforms. One of the most important point. Now coming to, it is almost used on all the servers like Apache or anything. Many servers it supports it. Next is coming to wide range of databases. It supports wide range of databases. That is, MySQL can be used, SQLite can be used. There are many such database which we can do using this PHP. Now, next is PHP is free and easily downloadable. Directly from www.php.net, you can download the content, you can use it. Now, coming to, it is easy to learn. When compared to other programming languages or other scripts, PHP is easy to learn, and it runs efficiently and fastly also on the server side when compared to others. Now, next. See, scripts are passed at runtime beforehand later than the compile time. See, it is run on the runtime only. Normally, many of it runs on the compile time, that is passed on the compile time, but here PHP runs on the runtime only, and it is executed on the server side. Sorry. Next, one of the important point here we need to know is, normally to know any code of any website, whatever, what we'll do is we'll just go to settings, or we'll select on view source, and we'll see the code. But here the main point is browser does not allow to display the PHP code. That is, even by clicking view course, you can see all the data which is like HTML, that content we can see, but whatever PHP related code is there, that is not visible to the client. Now that increases the security. Now they are very much good built-in functions for fast development and compatible with many popular databases also. You can say which websites are using PHP, like Facebook is also using, Wikipedia is also using, there are many websites which are using PHP with MySQL as its database. Now coming to how does this PHP work? PHP, see, actually, whenever, if you see in this diagram, whenever a client sends a request, it goes to the web server where this PHP interpreter will reside. From there, based on this request sent, it will either go to the file system. If your request is based on some file system, it will go to the file system. It will interpret the data you want, and it will send back to the server. Based on that request, again, the whatever the data is there, that will be sent to the client. Similarly, whatever is similar to the mail server also, database also, whenever any data is, client gives any request, based on that, either to mail system or to the database or to the mail server, based on the request, it will send, it will interpret there itself, and it will send the responded data. Okay, now this is the basic structure of how PHP will work. Now coming to the next thing. So now you got to know what is the basic structure of this PHP, how to write within the uh, given tags. Now coming to how to declare the variables. Any variable in PHP starts with a dollar sign followed by the name of the variable. It should start either like if your age, dollar age will be written, or else dollar underscore age is also valid variable declaration only. Next coming point, it variable cannot start with a number. Say any variable name, dollar 10, dollar 9, it is not a correct methodology. So now coming here, you can see here a variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores. That is A to Z is okay. That is like I can take like Lata 9, like dollar Lata 9 is a valid email ID, like valid variable declaration, but Lata at the rate of, it doesn't accept that character, special character. Only A to Z or 0 to 9 or underscore is valid. See, PHP is not case sensitive, but the variable declaration in PHP is case sensitive. That is, if you see here, dollar age and dollar capital AGE is different from each other. So we must be very much careful while declaring any variable. Like, but if you see like print in small letters and print in capital letters is same again. Only in variable declaration it is case sensitive. I'll explain you much more clearer when I explain about this any example in later stages. Now coming to first learning in any programming language or any scripting language, first thing we'll learn is how to print it. Here also we have two options, either echo or print. Both are more or less the same. Only difference is whenever you are using any expressions in echo, like for printing any expressions, echo does not return any value, but print will return value 1. This is used when you are using any expressions, there you can use print. But when compared to echo or print, echo is much more a bit faster than print. See, the writing way is both similar, only the echo or print is different. Way of declaration is same. You can write it directly echo or echo followed by parenthesis also. Both are same. Now coming to I'll just explain your factorial of a number program so that you can get a clear idea of it. Uh, so now I've opened the program in Notepad++. Here I've opened in Notepad++ and the sideways I have executed the program also and displaying that content also here. Here in this stage I do not want to go into what is ESET or what is get and post method. I'm just directly going into the logic where while n greater than 0, as you know already, whatever the number entered on the screen, this text box will be n. Whatever the number I've entered here 5, that 5 will be taken here. If it is greater than 0, it is okay. Now it will come into fact into n. Fact value initially I have taken as 1. So 1 into n. 1 into 5 is 5 and it will is decrementing. Again it will enter into the loop and it will, unless it satisfies the equation, it will go into it, and the echo of dollar fact which I have taken here, that will be displayed. So it the main advantage of this PHP, it is mostly written similar to C and C++ only. So main point here is, and the above code, you might be confused why I've written this above code. It is just as you already learned in third year, this is all total HTML only. Only for the purpose of good representation here I have taken this code. Otherwise it is not required. You can directly write from PHP. It is not compulsory that every time in the HTML only we need to embed our PHP code. Only purpose I have taken here is, see, directly PHP text boxes creation and all I cannot take directly from PHP, right? For that purpose I have taken HTML tags here. Whatever the number, how do you execute? On the browser, localhost slash whatever the file name dot php. If I have taken any 5, finding the factorial is 120. uh, this is the basic program of our PHP explanation. In the later classes, we will go in depth to what is this get method and what is this ESET. Thank you very much.